Welcome to the StreamPoint podcast. I'm your host, Mark Palumbo. On this show, we will be interviewing content creators of all platforms, discussing the industry, how they got into content creation, and way more. This is the first episode of StreamPoint, and I'm super excited to get this started. And for our first guest on the StreamPoint podcast is an up-and-coming filmmaker, YouTuber, and a Twitch streamer, along with a TikToker. So he's also a very good friend of mine. His name is Brandon Delasandris. Brandon, how are you?
I must correct you, sir. It's Delasandris.
Delasandris, man. How long have I known you? And I just said your name incorrectly.
I've known you ever since we went to Sunday school together back when we were little tykes.
That's true. That's true. Brandon, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Hi, I'm Brandon Delasandris. I'm a filmmaker. I went to a undisclosed college over here in rural Pennsylvania, and I've majored in filmmaking and video production, and I've had a lot of experience with that.
How's that been like? So you kind of got like an inside scoop to like all of this like content creation. Because me, I'm an acting major, and I've just been studying acting. I haven't really got into like the nitty gritty of cameras or lenses or audio interface at all.
So for anyone who thinks it's just hitting a button on a camera, it's not. There's a lot more to do. You gotta set up shoots and do pre-production, get all the lights, the audio, the cameras working, transport all that gear, rendezvous with actors, get crafty, which is food for anyone involved, all that stuff. And you need to get all that. And then there's all the stuff you got to do after the shoot. But that's, in my opinion, that's easier. The post-production aspect is easier than the pre-production aspect. Post-production is probably the most important part. And that's where you put it all together. And if you put it together poorly, then it ain't, your final product, your final creation isn't going to be that good. Also, pre-production, if you don't prepare yourself well enough for when you actually do it, then no post-production is going to fix any mess-ups that happen on the set. Say like you did a piss poor job at audio, and there's no way to fix it now because it's just there. Like you can try as much as you want. You can't fix it in post. So you also want to get stuff on set done correctly as well.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Audio is just extremely important. Everyone says, oh, fix it in post, fix it in post. What are you fixing in post sometimes, Well,
one of my professors said something really important to me. He said, your video can look crappy and people will still watch it. But if it sounds crappy, then no one's going to watch it. So you need to get the audio right. While you don't want a crappy video looking video is more acceptable than a crappy sounding video.
So Brandon, I wanted to really get into you a little bit and see how you started on YouTube and how you started on all these different platforms. So what was the first platform you actually started on? Because you're on a ton now. You're on basically everyone. I think you're on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Yeah, tell us a little bit about how you got started. It's been a while though, right? It's been a while. You started a long time ago.
Content creators like those guys in that house, okay? And they made content back in the day, and I saw that and I was like, I want to do that. I started making piss poor videos with my phone like this. Or like this. And it turned out really bad. But it was also funny because that first channel I ever had was forced to delete it because I was recording in the school library and Mr. Dolph was like, what are you doing? Can't do that. And he called my mom and my mom was like, what? You're a YouTube channel? And I was like, I kept making secret channels after that. So there was Sensei Hot Wings, there was the Super Gamer, there was the Whiplash Effect, Whiplash Games, and now the Whiplash FX. Or on TikTok, it's now the official Heavy D.
Wow, that's a ton of channels now. I feel like a lot of like parents are like that though, especially whenever children are younger. So I've been seeing a ton of creators, not only on YouTube but TikTok especially, that are like extremely young, creating tons of content and having millions of followers.
It's called forcing your kids to do stuff.
Forcing, I don't know. Sometimes they do it.
I mean, you see that motherfucker Ryan's Toy World. You think he wants to do that?
Okay, I don't know completely about that, but now you have a point. At some level, yeah, I do think he likes doing that stuff every day. Maybe not. Anyways, a little context though about the earlier conversation. Those guys in the house is a friend of ours channel.
Yeah,
that he started, and that's what inspired you.
Well, him and others like the Hood Gaming, and I made that channel for him.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what kind of content do you like making the most? I've seen you've made tons of different types of content, either on YouTube or TikTok. I see you've been making a lot more TikTok content recently.
It's a lot easier to make TikTok content. It takes a lot less than making a good YouTube video. I can spam out like 20 TikToks in a night, and it'd take me 2 weeks to probably do something on YouTube. There will be something on YouTube soon.
Oh yeah?
There's a fun little video. It's going to be called Cheese.
Just cheese.
You'll find out.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Now I know you're. If anyone doesn't know yet, Brandon's TikTok is the official Heavy D. His YouTube channel is the Whiplash FX,
And my professional work is on the Brandon Delisandris. Not my
Absolutely.
choice. Funny story about that. My original channel was called Brandon Delisandris. That channel apparently still exists because I can't use that name. I couldn't use that name. I had to put the in front of it.
Wait, when did you make that though?
2013.
Oh my god, that long ago.
Yeah,
That's a while.
it is a while.
But yeah, the Brandon Deal Sanchez has all of his professional content, and you only have one video on there, which was a short film that you recently created, right?
There was a lot of production problems, and in the 11-week time frame, I had to make the movie. If I had more time, I probably could have done a much better job. But in the time frame I had, and with other classes, and I just couldn't do that. What I wanted to do.
I want to see what we can talk about here to propel you forward and what you're doing. What do you think it is personally from you first that you think is going to propel you forward?
I gotta start being mean to people.
You think being controversial?
Very, very controversial. I am very Twitter controversial.
Yeah, I see you on Twitter a lot, man.
I go on wars. Idiots, these buffoons who think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. These goofies, I must say.
I do be liking Tom Holland though.
I mean, I like him too, but the best. Come on now.
I mean, he's different, you know.
Well, that's one of my problems. It's not a good kind of different.
I mean, he's a fantastic actor.
He is a great actor, and in his other work, he's really good. I just think he's getting a really shitty hand with the Spider-Man movies. I think they're not really well written or well directed.
Well, anyways, though,
yes,
we're gonna get off topic.
Yeah.
But you think being like controversial, more of like a commentary kind of channel, right? More like a curly daddy 101 or
more like have you heard of High Top Films?
I have not.
Brown Table. They're good
No.
YouTube video essayists. I would like to be like one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
They
that.
talk a lot about movies and all that stuff, and that's kind of the content I want to
What
do.
are they called again?
Some good ones. You got Brown Table. He's really good. You got High Top Films. You got Captain Midnight. You got Godzilla Mendoza. Those guys are good video essayists, and they make a lot of cool stuff that I really enjoy.
I actually love doing that kind of content too. That's actually like really interesting, and actually, especially in like short form content, that might be extremely beneficial too, because we both know people's attention spans are like very low.
Yeah.
And you're certainly right with content being created on YouTube nowadays. It has to be like
short
like,
to the point.
Not just that, but to make a 10-minute fully edited like piece like of a YouTube video, it's a piece of art. I mean, that's extremely difficult to also capture your attention because all of the platforms are about watch time now. If you can make somebody stay on their app, they're gonna want to, promote you more.
Yep. People like Mr. Beast. Okay. How does he do it? He's got his whole formula, his whole shtick down, but it works. It still works to this day.
It's also about risk and reward too, though.
Yeah, but like you got to think, like you think people would get annoyed with Mr. Beast? No, Mr. Beast is still killing it with the videos. Like people got to find their niche. Like they got to find that thing that they can do, but they also got to expand and change it around. Like keep doing like it's similar, but also change it around.
Yeah,
and all that. You got to think of like people like this guy does Minecraft. He did Minecraft for all those years, and then he, for some fucking reason, decided to be a rapper, and nobody wanted to watch his rapper. So now he's stuck doing Minecraft because he knows that's the only reason he's gonna get views. Some people like get stuck in that kind of thing, like you're stuck doing the same thing for the rest of your life. Any like FNAF YouTuber, like back when Five Nights at Freddy's was popular, little kids still love that shit. So they're still doing that, even if they don't want to do it anymore, because they know it's going to get them the views.
That's true. Preston plays.
See,
I don't know. He looks like he's still enjoying it, but come on. I mean, it's like so many years of like the same stuff. And unless you try and to make yourself even like accepting of doing this, you might have to change it up for yourself, which might make you more like happier to do it. What do you think your niche is, if you have one?
I don't know.
You don't have one?
I'm trying to find that niche because as of right now, I feel
trying
like,
different things.
As of right now, I feel like nobody likes my stuff.
That's how kind of I felt. I feel like you have to eat shit for the first few months to like a year sometimes if you don't find anything close to what is being presented. And then you actually have to have a conversation with yourself, I think, to say, all right, the stuff I like to make sometimes isn't always working. Let's try something different. For my first few TikToks, I was doing 3D printing ones. It was fun. It was different.
Well, those did well though.
Did
like
it? Okay.
Your YouTube video, the comment one.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah,
TikTok.
that was a
Okay.
TikTok. Yeah,
The reply
I
to
did turn it
every
into
comment.
it was a YouTube video too. That's what you're trying to say.
But you did that stuff, and that stuff was cool and all that, and then you kind of like for a
Well,
little bit because like you did the juggling thing, and that didn't work out too well. But now you got the website thing, and
see,
that's
I
working.
tried a few different things. Honestly, rinse and repeat is also something I've been realizing that's effective. Anything, legit anything can blow up on TikTok for the most part, especially way more than YouTube, unless it's going to be a YouTube short.
TikTok
You
is honestly the best way to grow. Like it's the quickest way to grow. Like it's hard to grow on YouTube, and we didn't even talked about it yet. But it's really difficult to grow on Twitch.
Extremely
It's
difficult. It's
very
almost
difficult.
impossible. You have to bring viewers from other platforms. That's actually something that might be able to benefit you.
Give me to 1,000 followers first.
Get this man to 1,000 followers so he can start streaming on TikTok. Streaming on YouTube for now, you know?
Mhm.
Because YouTube has some growth mechanisms. You know, put some tags in and then pick your category.
Or a very underrated one that I see a lot of people doing is Facebook Live. I don't know why people are doing it, but people are doing Facebook Live and they're getting views. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know
no,
why.
Facebook's huge still. You know what's crazy?
Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff as well. That's crazy.
Facebook videos. Like you can post videos, and I don't know if you can get paid from Facebook.
I think
Get into that?
Zuckerberg's really going to give us any money.
I mean, Bezos does it. It's the Twitch Prime. He owns Twitch.
Bezos is a goofy. Did you see him with the cowboy hat? He was the evil laugh.
I did see that. He went up into space, man.
You want to go to space?
Yeah, I want to go to space sometime.
Give me $11 million for 28 seconds. No, it's $28 million for 11 seconds.
Was it 11 seconds?
Yeah, for 11 seconds in space. You go up and you go right back down.
That's crazy. Anyways, though, I think we learned a little bit more about you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
You're my first guest on the StreamPoint podcast. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys enjoy this kind of content with different types of creators, either on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, any other platform, Facebook, because now Facebook's on there too. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.